Hello, welcome to Creative Talks with Tyna. Today we are here in Cyberjaya, which is a small town nearby Kuala Lumpur, which is in Malaysia. And today we will have a special guest from Malaysia, Megna. And we will be talking about her story and how she became a professional artist. Megna, welcome.
Hi.
Megna, she's actually a freelancer. She is a tutor and also an artist, which is very interesting. But Megna, could you tell us more about yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Christine. Nice meeting you. Okay, I'm Megna from Malaysia. I'm a language and an intercultural trainer or tutor, as well as an artist. So yeah, I work for my passion. So and eventually my passion getting paid. So yeah, I love my job.
That's awesome. Well, I know that right now you are an artist. You are doing a lot of painting, and also you are teaching, right?
Yeah.
So how did it all begin? Where did you start it? How did you get to this point?
Yeah, actually it was just a coincidence. I was a banker for 10 years, you know. Being in a banking industry, I do more on fraud detections, and it takes my entire week and weekends. Alright, so I was lifeless for 10 years, and one day I just decided to quit the job. My father used to say like, you have to love what you do, and if you are complaining on something for very long but you're just sitting on it, then it's a wrong thing to do. So
Smart man.
yeah, I was thinking what I should do, and suddenly I just thought like, okay, I do not belong to the corporate world anymore as a banker. So it was an overnight decision, and I just quit just like that. And actually with the little money that I have from my saving while working in the bank, I just try to look for my self-identity, why I'm here, what I like actually. So I just start traveling during that time. That was like back about 7 years. I just start traveling 7 or 8 years back. I just start traveling a little. And then I eventually discovered I love meeting people. I love having conversation. I love having coffee. I love seeing a lot of culture from different people. I love colors. Yeah, eventually I used to paint during my school days, but I did not take it to a next level. So I thought like, oh, okay. And most of my friends say, why don't you start teaching for your pocket money, you know? So I thought it was a joke. And then I never know I will actually end up as a language trainer as well as an intercultural trainer. Okay, and then when I start discovering arts and color, I actually understood that colors actually can bring down the anxiety in you, the stress in you. All right. So I start doing some research about art therapies. So I've met lot of artists, painting artists, and I should mention this, Caroline Banfield, my best friend. She's from Australian. She's an Australian painter, and she actually made me from an amateur painter to a professional artist.
Nice.
So yeah, now I am as an intercultural trainer as well as the artist.
How did she do it?
Okay, first I involved myself with some relocation company where they give me some student where I can teach language, and eventually they could see some potential in me, and then they promote me as their intercultural trainer. So I start picking up a job as a freelance trainer. Okay. And as for the artists, I start participating in a lot of exhibitions. All right, and then I've made up myself like whatever painting that I sell, like half of the profit goes to the charity. So this make me like a little popular among my own community, and also when two of the radio station, when they actually discover me, they actually add my interview on their channel, and then it made me a little bit more popular, and I start getting a lot of projects.
Nice.
Yeah, and also I used to travel to India every now and then, and we have a place called Mahabalipuram, and we have a fisherman village there. So we are about to set a lot of charity painting program for the kids there. There are a lot of little painters there, so my idea is like to actually teach them a professional way to paint. And then with that, I wanted to put it into an exhibition, and whatever collection from the exhibition, I'm going to route it back to them for their own development, to their own fisherman village development. So yeah, nice. this will be my idea for 2019. Yeah, looking forward for that.
Okay, awesome. Right. So it's a lot also connected with the charity.
Yeah, a lot. Like my dad used to say, whatever gift that you get, the gift of gap, you should not keep it to yourself. So, yeah, anything you are specialized in, like you could be a painting artist, or you can be a martial artist, or a musician. You should not keep it to yourself. So the art doesn't grow. So it has to go. You know, it has to serve people. So yeah.
Okay. But you mentioned also the intercultural trainings.
Yeah.
What is it? I find this very interesting.
All right, intercultural training is basically I'm a Malaysian. Okay, so when you have expat to Malaysia, all right, they will probably have some issues in interacting, let's say, in the office environment. So they will have a lot of difference between their own original culture and within the Malaysian culture. So I have to educate them and tell them the differences, so they can actually bridge down the differences and to have a better working environment. And let's say they are going to stay a little longer, right? They need to know the basic survivor language, which is Bahasa Malaysia. So I also teach them the basic language or how to survive. Like for instance, when you go to the street market, all right, you probably would be nicer if you can have some conversation in the local language, all right? It's when you have a good interaction, I think it will be much more nicer to discover the local place or local food. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that's how it works. So and I do travel to some Asian countries, especially to India, whenever they have expat to Malaysia. So I usually conduct intercultural training, Malaysian versus Indian expat. So what are the differences that you may want to find in Malaysia? Like for instance, this is a Muslim country. So it is okay to hug a Chinese or an Indian, but it won't be so appropriate if you're hugging a Muslim woman to greet. I mean, it's absolutely okay for other religion, but it will be a little bit inappropriate to hug a Muslim here. So we have to respect that. So yeah, these are the things that I will teach in my intercultural training, and also some introduction and exposure about Malaysia, how the system works, how the culture works, and basically the do and don'ts. Yeah. So this will give you a better environment. Like it's easy for you to gel with the locals. Yeah.
It's also the reason why you are giving these classes is because the Kuala Lumpur is so international, right?
I think no, it's not because of that. Intercultural training actually exists in every country. Just that most people do not aware of it. It exists in every country. Like let's say I'm coming to Czech, all right, or I'm traveling to another country. So probably I wouldn't know the culture in your country. So if someone could train me the basic thing, do and don'ts, all right, or you teach me how to use your the transport, so that would be easier for me to travel around. So it actually exists in every country.
Okay, so it's just to make your life easier.
Yes, basically, yes. Especially if you are being like going to stay here for more than 6 months. So you have to know the culture here, right? So yeah, it will be easier.
Okay, okay. Well, from the talks we had before, I know that you like to travel and you travel a lot.
Yeah.
How do you combine the whole traveling with the teaching, tutoring, and with your art?
Okay, basically, as I said, I'm a freelancer, so I can be a little flexible, all right, for my traveling, and I also travel for my job as well.
Okay.
About the arts, whenever I travel to a new place or just anywhere, I look for new colors. I look for new people. I just like to capture the street life and the street art. I try to get in touch with the local artists. You know, they may have a different idea with a different background and a different kind of painting, or the methods of painting, or maybe we exchange colors or paints or the brands, you know. So yeah, this actually helped me to look life in a different angle. Like when you travel and meet people from around the globe, all right, let it be for work or for personal reason or for travel reason, you know, you actually get open up. You don't just get stuck with one orthodox mindset, right? You can be more open up. You can your level of acceptance will increase, right? And when you see more color, you feel like you rejuvenate yourself. Actually, it's a kind of therapy. Like when I was working in a bank, like I go in the morning and I come back probably late night, and then I don't feel really happy about it. But I have no choice. Like I really have to go there. So I actually realized I was sitting in a comfort zone for a very, very long time. So for me, when you actually take the courage to move out of your comfort zone, you can cover a lot of things. Actually, you can discover who you are. You have time to do the things that you love. End of the day, life is about being content. Right? There's no point you work on something and you keep complaining. So if you're doing something, you have to be happy and be content. So that's my idea. Yeah. So my job, I'm very content on it.
Okay. Well, from what I know, you are an artist and you are a great artist from what I saw.
Wow, thank you.
Well, I enjoyed it. Anyway, what I wanted to ask is that I believe that it's not very easy to ask for money for your products, from your art, right?
Yeah.
So what was the first moment, if you remember, when you asked for the money to your first client? Do you remember? How was it?
Oh, okay. I still remember. That was a first client. I actually start painting, and then I was not intent to sell my painting because I wasn't painting in a professional way. Like I didn't know how to seal it or frame it. All right. So this guy, a Japanese guy, I must mention, a friend of mine, and then they saw my painting. They said, "Okay, can I take that painting?" I said, "Yeah, for sure." But they actually prepared me a check. I still remember it's about 500 ringgits. Right? I was like very touched because they actually paid for my painting, and then they told me this, Megna, now I'm buying this for 500 ringgit. Someday it will cost me a fortune to get this painting. Trust me, you are a good artist. They are actually an art collector. So that actually inspired me. Like they are from nowhere, they are from Japan, and they're just like motivating you. So I believe a lot in positive thought, positive thinking, and attracting positive vibrations. So when your thoughts are clean and when you're so positive, you attract a lot of positive stuff in your life. So being positive, and I always look for new opportunities. I think it's somehow I get it like with less effort. Like I just get painting sold. Probably it's my thought. Like I aim to donate half of the profit for the charity, and that's my aim. My aim is I want my painting to travel more than me. So I'm not focusing myself on the money. So probably that's how it works. Like yeah, the positive thought I would say, and probably I'm a little lucky. Yeah. And also, it's about being brave. Like there's no such thing as a bad art, right? Everything is an art. It's just depending on the appreciator, right? So yeah, it's good that I found some people who actually appreciate my arts, and yeah, and getting penny from that is an absolutely wonderful feeling.
Nice. So you're still giving half of the profits to the charity?
Yeah, half or a part of the profit to the charity or animal shelter. Yeah, I'm still doing it. Like for every painting.
That's great.
Yeah, and sometimes I do donate for auction. The recent one, I donated one for auction, and the entire profit goes to the charity. Yeah, so if anyone wants painting for charity, yeah, I'd be happy to donate one. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Is it hard to find clients currently in Malaysia or all around the world, maybe, since we are also traveling?
Yeah, most of you're talking about the art or training.
Like right now, I was talking about the art, but we can talk also about the training.
For intercultural training, I get assignment from some relocation company. So I don't find my own clients, but my relocation companies finds for me. So yeah, that's how it goes. And for the art, it's like most of my arts have been bought by international clients. So yeah, the social network like Instagram or some social network or social platform where you can advertise your arts, right? I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's challenging.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, my only aim is I want my arts to travel. That's it, right? Like if people are happy, they are just paying for it. See? So it's basically fulfilling my passion. Okay, and also yeah, you need obviously you need to sell your art because the art supplies are very expensive, right? So you do need to find your clients. But again, I
Do you
wouldn't-
accept every client?
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I accept all the clients because as long as they appreciate the arts, and then even if they cannot afford the art but they really appreciate it, I'll just go with their price sometimes because it's about when you find someone who really appreciates your arts, so that is like more overwhelming than actually. For me, art, you can never pay enough for art, any type of art. It can be music, it can be painting art. I think you can never pay by money. It's about the appreciation. Yeah.
So we are talking about the art that you are doing in art.
Yes.
What kind of art you are actually doing?
Right. I love colors. For me, I believe colors brings positivity in someone's life. So if you see most of my arts full of colors, I don't limit myself with the minimal colors. I just go heaps on colors. Basically, it's abstract and semi-abstract because every art there's a story behind, right? So if it's abstract, people think some people think that everyone can just paint abstract, and every abstract there is no meaning. No, it's not like that. Sometimes you don't have to know the meaning. You just have to enjoy the color. How the color actually, you can communicate with the color. You can just enjoy the colors, right? And for sometimes there's a story behind the arts, right? So every arts holds an emotional value. Like when I paint, I actually connect myself to the canvas and the colors for like good couple of hours. You know, sometimes it's go for months when you paint. So for every painting that I produce, for some people it may look not that nice, but then it's the painter or the artist, they know the emotional value between the painting and themselves because they spend hours and hours with the painting, with the colors to develop something. So it's so much of an emotional thing. Like every time when I get my art sold, like during the delivery of the arts, like it's about like some part of you is missing, it's going somewhere. Yeah, I'm very happy on that, but then at the same time you have that emotional bonding between your painting. Yeah, so that's totally different with printed arts. Like there's no emotional value because you just get printed on the same piece for a few hundred pieces maybe. It's different when you just have this painter to paint on canvas directly. That holds lots of emotional values.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned that there are always a story behind.
Yes.
What is your favorite story behind?
Mostly it's on about life, street life. Like I like to capture street life and then turn it into abstract painting. So they have a story. Like every woman that we bump, there isn't one about 3 women that I bump on the street. Actually, I captured them and then I painted them as an abstract. Right? They had their own fairy tales. Like they were transgenders. Right? And they had an interesting story how they actually moved from the community and then embarrassed themselves to become a transgenders. So that's also a very special story for me. So I captured their picture and start painting them as an abstract. So for me, all the paintings has a story. Yeah.
Do you have favorite color?
Oh yes, I love blue.
Blue?
Blue. Like I just go crazy on blue. Blue and white. But I love all the colors. But blue is my, like you call this, the ultra favorite. Yes. So see, I'm in blue and you're in blue. So everything in blue.
The perfect combination.
Yes, and the blue is the color that it cannot go wrong. Like it can just spice up any walls or any painting. It can be like, it cannot go wrong. It can never go wrong.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in the future? Because you jump from the bank to the freelancer and an artist. Do you wish to be a full-time artist in the future, maybe?
Yes, I wish to be a full-time artist. I'm working on that. I could see myself, I'm a coffee lover too, so I could see myself as a person who owns a coffee cafe with a painting space. I mean, with my art gallery, and obviously doing some charity somewhere. Okay. Yeah, probably some place along the beach. So yeah.
You enjoy the hot weather, right?
Yeah, very much, very much.
So thank you, Megna, for your answers. It was lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me here, and thank you for giving me a new platform to speak about myself. It is so good.
Anyway, if you are interested to see actually her work,
Yeah,
please, where can they follow you?
yeah. I'm on Instagram, mayz.art, Maya's Art.
Nice. I recommend to follow her. It will be also below the video, the link for her Instagram. And also, if you would like to see more talks, next ones, you can subscribe for this channel. And thank you once again so much for your time.
And thank you, Tina, for having me here. Thanks all.